Hey there, it's Angela Hochman, your host of In the Kitchen here on STL TV, where we work to give you an experience of the amazing and incredible food scene here in St. Louis. Okay, so I'm delighted. We are shaking things up on today's show. I have got not one, I've got two guests from CC's Vegan Spot. I've got the chef owner, the lovely Trezel Brown. How are you, Trezel?
Finding yourself, and thank you, Angela.
Oh, I'm so happy you're here, and you brought your darling granddaughter named
CC.
Okay, and you have multiple grandchildren, and you get a restaurant named after yourself? How awesome is that?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I hear you work there too, so you're like running the show with your grandmother.
Yes, ma'am.
I think that is so special, and you're very young to own or to run a restaurant, but I love it. You can always teach those skills early, right?
You said it right, to run it.
Yeah, you're the boss. You might be the owner, but you know what? You got your sidekick here.
Yes.
Okay, so chef, I have 100 questions for you. The show goes by very fast, but I wanted to first ask, what are we making today?
So we're gonna make some vegan macaroni and cheese. People often ask us about a soul food dish, and so we chose the vegan macaroni and cheese.
Ooh, and you have a very impressive award-winning menu. We're gonna get into those awards in a moment, but I wanted to ask, since the menu is pretty extensive and inventive, are you the one that comes up with all of the items?
Yes.
Dang! Do you help out too, Cece?
Not really.
No, she's like, hey, try this mushroom burger. What do you think?
Oh yeah. Then
Yeah, very important. Could not have a good restaurant menu item without someone taste testing. So how do you even come up with what needs to be on your menu? Are you seasonal? Is it like whatever you're thinking the people want?
So most of the items on the menu came through visions and dreams. Most of my ingredients, everything. The menu got like just out of control. It got big, big, big. So now I'm trying to bring it back down, and then just brings different things in at different times.
Cool. So I think we should get started here. How can we begin this delightful mac and cheese?
So the first thing we're gonna do is pass this to Cece. Cece,
Okay.
if you don't mind, can you
Go, my friend.
boil that and put a little bit of butter in it?
Okay, now I know this isn't real butter, right?
No, that is everything here is vegan. From my cheese, our
Okay.
oat milk, our butter, everything is vegan. Nothing here has any type of animal product or dairy or anything in it.
Fully plant-based.
Fully, yes.
So I have to ask, because vegan is such a specific type of restaurant, are you both vegan? Like, why is this so important that you open this?
Yes, so I am vegan. I've been vegan 8.5 years. I believe Cece's been vegan now almost 4 years. She was vegetarian when I first opened the restaurant.
Whoa.
I went vegan for health reasons.
Okay.
Dairy was something that I could not tolerate at all. And so my oldest daughter, Taisha, challenged me to try a vegan lifestyle for 30 days.
Not at all thinking, hey, I might love it so much I'll start a restaurant.
A restaurant wasn't nowhere in the picture. What I did at the time, I owned a daycare, a home daycare,
wow.
licensed home daycare, and I would take my little children to go get ice cream, but me and my grandchildren really could not eat it because we was allergic to milk. And one year of taking them to New York, that's my hometown, that's where I'm from, Harlem's my home, I decided to bring up my home child treats back to the Midwest.
Oh,
so we were CC's Ices galore. And right before we opened up, my daughter Sherelle said to me, Mom, you make the best broccoli cheddar soup in chili. Why don't you put that in there? And within 6 weeks, we became a full vegan restaurant.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I mean, that is a leap of faith to open a restaurant.
yeah.
But just when it's like all of the stars are aligning and you're like, okay, this fits my lifestyle, my family can be part of it, which I just think it's so great.
Yes.
And here we are.
Here we are.
Oh
4
my
years later.
gosh.
May 25th will be 4 years.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's incredible. So is this one of your most popular items?
When it's on the menu, yes.
Yeah.
Outside of my double trouble burger, but yes.
Okay, so now I want to have you brag for a few minutes here. Your Double Trouble Burger is award-winning, is that correct?
Yes, it was voted the #1 non-meat burger in St. Louis by Riverfront Time. One patty is an eggplant and one is a beet. And it's got all kind of vegan cheeses and slaws and the whole works on it. It's about this big.
I've seen pictures. I'm like,
Yes.
there is no way you can eat that pretty. No way. That is so wild. And I want to talk a bit about your burgers. I know some places like to throw in different things. tofu, different, soy variations. Are your burgers soy-based? Or
No,
are
they are strictly vegetables.
Wow.
Strictly vegetables.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. I feel like they're so good they could probably trick a carnivore.
Yeah. They have.
Yeah, and you also won, are you one of the top three restaurants in soul food, not even necessarily
We were
vegan?
voted number 3 in soul food restaurants in St. Louis, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Number 3.
And Yelp has mentioned you guys?
Nationally, yes.
Dang. I mean, if that isn't validation to you doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, I think that's just incredible. Okay, so what's our next step?
So we're gonna start the cheese sauce.
Okay.
Take that top off, Chanel. And if you can put the rest of the butter in, put your fire on a medium.
Okay.
And then we're gonna melt that down. So what we're gonna do is make like a little cheese sauce to go on the macaroni and cheese, even though you pour the milk and stuff. You want something a little bit thicker. So we're gonna take that, we're gonna melt that down. When we get that melted down, we're gonna add some flour to it and some other little stuff and make it into a creamy like cheese sauce that's gonna pour on top of the noodles and stuff.
I will tell you, I have a 3-year-old and have probably consumed more mac and cheese in the last 3 years than I ever have in my life. But I am always looking for healthier alternatives for my family. So if people are feeling wild and they want to try to make this at home, we have generously put all the ingredients up on the screen. So feel free to grab your nutritional yeast, your vegan cheese, all the good stuff. Of course, noodles, we always have noodles at home. And give this a try. So, okay, we're gonna let that cook down for a minute. We're gonna let those finish boiling.
Yep.
When we return, we are going to finish up this mac and cheese and talk a little bit more about what's going on behind the scenes at CC's Vegan Spot. So we will be right back after this.
There's so many reasons to love St. Louis, you can't pick just one.
What I love about St. Louis is the 79 unique neighborhoods and 108 beautiful city parks, including Forest Park, which is actually larger than Central Park in New York, and the gorgeous Tower Grove Park right here.
And there's always something new to experience, no matter the time of day or the season.
So come and experience St. Louis.
Hey there, we are back on In the Kitchen here, and I have got the brains, all of them, behind CC's Vegan Spot. I've got Chef Trezel Brown and her granddaughter, CC, yes, the namesake from the restaurant. And we are making vegan mac and cheese. Ladies, where did we leave off? Smells good.
So we melted our vegan butter and we're gonna add some flour, your choice of flour, however you want to do. If you want it to be gluten-free, you can add a gluten-free flour, a gluten-free noodle, and then you can have a gluten-free macaroni and cheese.
How does whole wheat flour hold up in this situation?
It holds up like any other flour.
Really?
So yep. It holds up. So I'm just going to add some flour to get this all thickened up like a roux I'm making. And then once I get the butter to absorb the flour, I'm going to add some other stuff to it.
Fantastic, and you'll walk us through all these delightful, delicious ingredients. But I just love all the names of your menu items, and I have to ask, where did those names come from?
My grandsons, my grandchildren, my family, yes, yes.
Your family is so involved, whether they like it or know it or not. That is awesome. And you have a new grandbaby.
I have a new grandson.
So what are you going to name the next item?
The burger is called the number 7 with Dijon mustard. His name is Dijon, D-I-O-N.
Amazing.
Yep. So I have a name for it. I don't have the burger, but I have the name for it.
That is spot on. The burger will come. You got the name, and that is what is most important.
These are my seasonings that are over there, so I'm just gonna add some seasonings to it. I've already pre-mixed them, but I'm not gonna add them all right now because when baking macaroni and cheese, and with anything, it's the flavor. I'm a flavor person. I have to be able to taste flavor. So I'm gonna put some in here.
Okay.
And now I'm going to add a little bit of vegan heavy cream. I'm gonna add some cream and turn the fire back up.
Can people just buy that at the store?
Yes,
I don't know that I've seen vegan heavy cream.
They got vegan heavy cream at the store, yep.
Sweet.
So I'm gonna turn my fire up and then I'm going to let this kind of make it like a milky chalk type thing. and I'm gonna get some flavor going in here.
I never would have thought to add spices to mac and
Oh,
cheese. And I put
yes.
spices on everything. This is like, my head's gonna explode.
This is some oat milk, but you can use almond, whatever kind you want, you can use. So I'm gonna add that to it.
I did accidentally use like vanilla coconut milk the other day for my daughter's mac and cheese. It was not the same.
Oh yeah, you can't use, you gotta use unflavored.
I'm like, it's sweet mac and
Yes,
cheese.
yep.
And she's like, no. So, Cece, what is one of your favorite items?
My favorite item is the nachos.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know, I just love it. All the flavors that come together, they really blend well.
Ooh, yum. So I assume what's on the nachos? We're not doing meat. Is there some vegan cheese?
Well, it really depends on which nachos you get, but I personally like the chili nachos, which is chili, cheese, tomatoes, onions, jalapenos, sour cream,
Yeah.
olives. It's just loaded.
Oh my gosh.
We have a barbecue jackfruit nacho as well.
I was gonna ask about that. You don't have a grandson named Jackfruit, do you?
No.
Okay, just wanted to check. That is so wild. And you also have like cauliflower bites. I feel like people are going nuts over those.
Oh, they do. And we have our fish, which is Ish, and it's named after my father. He was a fisherman, so it's called the Papa
Oh.
Joe Ish Bites or the Papa Joe.
saw
Yes,
that.
yes. And then we have an Illy cheesesteak. It was named Illy instead of Philly because it was made when I was in Illinois, so it was called
Genius.
the Illy. But for those that don't like seitan, I do a mushroom one, and it's called the Philomena. And Mina was my mom.
Oh,
Yes.
wow, that's really
Yep.
sweet. And the seitan, so people, if they're not familiar with, that is a soy-based protein?
No, that's wheat.
Wheat-based.
Yep, that's wheat.
I am
This is
learning
more milk.
so much today.
So I'm just going to make this, let this thicken up.
Okay,
And I need some nutritional yeast now.
let's get this baby thickened up. Nutritional yeast is like magic.
Yep. And that is probably a half, you can dump all that in there because we want
All of
the
this?
flavor of the nutritional yeast, yes.
Okay.
That's gonna give you a
let's do it.
flavor. And this is it's gonna get
This
thick.
is a lot. Is
Yep.
this what we're doing? In
Yep,
here?
yep.
Here we go.
Yep, you can
Like
dump it all in there.
Oh, yum.
Like a half a cup, really.
Oof.
Yep, there you go.
Yum.
And that's gonna get it. So what's this gonna make is going to be our cheese sauce to pour over the noodles.
I mean, this looks like a lot of mac and cheese. Are some of your dishes shareable?
Yes, and I don't know how to make little portions of anything.
I don't either. I'd much rather have leftovers than not enough,
Oh
right?
yeah, and anything pasta leftover is delicious.
Yeah, oh yeah, sometimes
Anything
better the
pasta,
next day,
yes,
I think.
yes, I agree.
So right now, Chef, you are delivery and catering. So what types of events do you all cater? Is it birthday parties, graduations? I mean, you name it.
A lot of corporations reach out to us, and we do a lot of office catering.
Oh, okay.
We do birthday parties. We do baby showers.
Nice.
We do Christmas parties around Christmas. I have over 100 Christmas orders. Yes, so Christmas is a busy time
Oh
of the
my
year.
gosh.
Thanksgiving too.
You're put to work at Christmas time, huh?
Oh yeah. It takes an assembly team.
That
then.
is awesome. And people can simply check out the website. That's how they can get in contact with you if they do want you to be part of their next event. I mean,
Yes.
why not also? And if people just wanted a dinner delivered one night, like, this is fun, but I might not feel like making this after a long day of work at home, so I can just contact you guys and you drop off the mac and cheese and we call it a day.
One thing I didn't tell you that our sauces, our ranch and our tartar sauce will be bottled and sold in retail stores. And so will our burgers. We are packaging our burgers to be placed into stores as well.
Congratulations.
Thank
You
you.
buried the lead there, Chef. That's a big deal. Can I ask what's on the horizon for you? It's like, I mean, this was not a new or an old concept for you, and look how far you've come.
Oh, what's on the horizon? More locations.
Okay.
Food truck.
Oh, yes. Oh, I can see your food truck will be popping.
Yes, a food truck, a vegan food truck.
Okay,
Traveling.
perfect. Okay.
Yes.
Well, you
so-
can't drive yet, but when you can drive, you're going to be driving that
driving
food truck,
next month.
Cece. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Did she say she was drunk?
Next month.
Next month.
Oh, they
next
grow
month.
up so fast.
I'm gonna add a little bit more nutrition yeast.
Okay.
Can I pass you the other one?
Oh, yeah.
Thank
I
you.
can't believe I was like, that was a lot I put in,
Yes,
and
no.
we're still going to go for it.
Because you want a cheese flavor.
I feel like nutritional yeast is the new
I
cornstarch.
could turn that off.
Talk about a
Sure.
thickening agent, boom. And I use it quite a bit in baking as well. Ooh.
Because that's what gives it your cheesy flavor.
Just the yeast? Dang.
Actually, I need a little bit of mustard.
Mustard is going in mac and cheese?
Mustard helps hold everything together. Helps all your flavors come alive.
Oh my gosh,
Just about a spoon of it, yep.
Okay, just a little bit.
Yep, just
and
a
again,
little.
yeah, regular old. What can
yeah.
people use? Dijon mustard in honor of your grandson. If they
Yep, they
want.
can use the Dijon mustard.
That might
Yep.
give it a nice flavor too. Yum. Okay, that is thickening up quite nicely. We've got our tasting bowls. I know I'm hungry here. I don't know about you, Cece. Are you ever sick of eating all this delicious food?
Never.
Good. That's awesome.
So what I'm going to do with this now, can I have the garlic and the onion powder?
Sure.
I'm going to pour it in here. We're going to bake it, and
Okay.
I need the seasonings too, yep.
All right, salt-free dash flavor.
Yep.
Boom.
That's the little onion powder. We don't use onion salt or anything, but the powder we use.
This might be the fanciest / healthiest mac and cheese I've ever seen in my
Can I
life.
have the cheese too, Chanel, right there?
All of them?
Yep.
Or both of them?
Okay, it's a small detail in the mac and
Yep,
cheese.
just one at a time.
The cheese.
Yeah, the
Here
cheese.
we go.
So this is actually a vegan cheese. I just went on and cut it up into cubes.
Oh,
because
great.
with macaroni and cheese, if you can't have that cube type, cheese tape,
Amen. Yes,
and then
it's
the
like
loose
childhood.
cheese. Yep, right.
Childhood. Here we go.
Thank you.
Yum. Stir that up a little bit
Yep,
for
go
you.
right ahead.
Oh my God.
And there you go. And then
This
we're
is
gonna.
wild.
I'm gonna let you stir it.
Woo.
From this side real quick.
Holy cow. I can't believe we are just whipping up. Like, you make it sound really easy.
Of course.
And it is.
Yep.
But, oh, it smells so good.
And then we're gonna
Oh
add a
my
little
goodness.
bit more of the rest of the milk.
Holy moly.
And then we're gonna add our cheese sauce.
Do you workshop all these recipes at your house?
No, I do it at the restaurant because I don't like cleaning up at home.
I don't either. Who does? My mother-in-law says just turn off the lights in the kitchen.
Yeah, I don't like the cleanup. Okay, so can you kind of rake that down in there
Oh,
for me?
of course.
Move quick because it's
Oh
hot.
my gosh, I'm going quick. I don't want to splash you.
You good?
Woo! Oh my goodness. Okay.
And then we'll mix this together.
Wow.
Now when they come out the oven, it's gonna
Almost
be in a
need
different
a
pan.
bigger pot. Almost. Almost.
Okay.
Well, I'm just, standing here with my bowl like.
You're
So
ready.
we have to let
I am
this,
so
we have
ready.
to let this bake, but we do have one that's already ready.
Perfect.
That's baked. Yep.
Efficient. I love
Yep.
this.
So this is what it looks like.
Okay, great.
I guess for
that is
TV
so
purpose,
beautiful.
I should
Do
have.
people order that as an entree?
Oh yeah, you
or
can
is
get
it a
this as
side?
it's on our it's a side, and then when I do it in the entree, it comes with our vegan ribs, what's called the side piece, collard greens,
Oh, nice.
yams, yes, and macaroni and cheese.
Perfect.
And then it's on our catering menu as well.
Wonderful.
So this is ready to pop in the oven.
Let's do it.
This is very hot.
Ooh.
Excuse me.
Hot mac and cheese. Oh, boiling. If this isn't comfort food, I don't know what
There you
is.
go. So
Okay.
grab another glove. And you can get you.
So good. Do you bring all your friends in? You're like, you guys, you gotta try this.
Well, we live so far from the restaurant.
Yeah. All good.
So you didn't try the hot one.
Oh, let's put some of the hot one
Yes.
on top, okay?
Thank you.
I mean, I'm like a pretty patient person, but then when I saw that boiling and looking at me, I was like, I gotta get in here.
Cece, you gonna grab some too?
Want some of the hot?
Sure. Thank
She's
you.
like, I know
I
what
can
my
put
grandma
mine in a
makes.
container. Yes.
Okay, here we go, friends. Oof, we are set.
Kinda like-
There's your fork. You ready? You can just eat straight out of there if you want, because you are the boss. Here we go. Oh my.
Now that's my
guys,
critic, so if it's not good, she would tell me.
What? And what do you
awesome.
think, Cece? How are we rating this?
This is amazing.
This
10
is
of 10.
out of control. Oh my gosh, there's so much mac and cheese looking at me. I'm gonna have a hard time exercising self-control. I wanna thank you two so much for
you.
your time, your energy, your expertise, your wisdom in the kitchen. Again,
Thank
if
you.
you need catering, if you need delivery, and you wanna feel good about what you're eating, Cece's Vegan Spot needs to be your next place to go. Add it to your restaurant list at home, for sure. Follow them on social media. You will get pretty hungry if you're on your Instagram. I was
And we have
scrolling,
an
I'm
app
like,
too.
ooh, this looks good. There is an app also as well. There is so much going on at this place. Support local. These two are amazing, and I can't wait to see what's to come. Again, follow them on social media. In the Kitchen has a Facebook page too. So if you're out to eat and you're like, oh, this place would be good on the show, we want to hear from you. This show is all about you and how we hype up St. Louis's food scene. And of course, follow STL TV everywhere. We have got other amazing programs and lots going on. So you don't want to miss what we got going. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of In the Kitchen on STL TV, where you get to experience St. Louis.
Thank you.
I'm going to experience the rest of this mac and cheese.